You know what is the difference between a Molvi and an atheist? Both are actually dogmatic in nature, and not all atheists, of course, there are some intelligent atheists as well, but most of the people who found either online or even offline, they pretend to be an intellectual, they pretend to be pseudo intellectual, but they are as dogmatic as any over religious person. Because if you talk with an over religious person or a person which can be classified as molvi, he will show that he's a very good person, he has very much humility, and he wants good for you. All that fake humility, you can see that promise preaching, and may god give you guidance, may allah give you hidayah, this kind of attitude is there. And he wears a mask over his face of humility and piety, that fake humility and fake piety just to show off. Similarly, an atheist, he does the same. What he does, he usually pretend to be an intellectual person. He pretend to be someone who is very much knowledgeable, and in many cases, they may be knowledgeable, just like any other molvi, any other clergy. Just because a clergy is dogmatic, that doesn't mean that he's not knowledgeable. He is knowledgeable, but he's using the knowledge, in fact he's abusing the knowledge for his own personal agenda. Same applies to the atheist. Maybe he is a very well known scientist, maybe he is very good at science and technology, but what is he using it for is the main question. If he is using it for the betterment of humanity, I am with that atheist. If he is using it for his own personal agenda and creating divide between the humanity, if you abuse a religion, I'm not talking about criticizing, I'm talking about abusing religion. If you abuse religion, you are actually dividing humanity, because most of the people out there actually believes in religion. Even though I may not agree with all the religions around the world, but I don't have any right to abuse them or abuse those religions, because that will create a divide and rift and hatred in society. So anyone who is preaching hatred, whether that be a molvi or whether that be an atheist, both should be condemned, and you need to be consistent about it. You cannot say that I will only condemn the atheist, and or I will only condemn the clergies or the molvis. When there is hate, you need to condemn both.